Okay, and I'm Aaron. I'm Eric's brother.
So we're both Aaron?
Yes, spelled differently. Ben will tell you differently, but names are actually spelled differently. Okay, so first I would like to thank everyone who helped to make this night possible. So first and foremost, I would love to thank Bob and Linda, and thank all of their family members who helped out with everything. So thanks to Joe and Marty, thanks to Ben, thanks to Marcus Parker, thanks to Vicky, thanks to everyone from the Moore, Parker, and Durbin families that helped out. I'd like to thank you. So you're far too kind. All right, I would like to thank my mom and dad, and I would also like to thank the members of Amber's family who helped to make this possible. I would also like to thank Catherine and her crew from the Rendezvous restaurant up in Welch's. They put on an amazing dinner for us. And if you've never eaten at their restaurant, please go check out their restaurant. It's in Welch's. It's the best restaurant in the area. The food is fantastic. All right, so those of you who know my brother know what a great and interesting person Eric is. I consider E to be my best friend, and I'm thrilled to be his best man tonight. This is my first time as a best man. I'm very proud that my first time as a best man could be for my brother. Even though we used to bicker quite a bit as kids, a lot, Eric and I have always been very close. We have very similar philosophies on life and a very similar set of values. However, as far as personality traits go, we're very, very different. He is the most creative person that I know, whether it's designing and making our t-shirts for our annual Memorial Day rafting trip or constructing a website. It comes really naturally to him. I'm more of an analytical thinker. I'm a scientist. I'm not a fish counter, Ben. And creativity comes not quite so easy for me. But sometimes Eric gets a little carried away with his creativity. My mom loves to tell the story about how one day 14-year-old Eric told her that he wanted to pursue a career in genetic engineering because he was thinking about all of the cool mutant hybrid animals he could create. So the world actually thanks you for pursuing an art degree instead. He is also very technologically savvy, as where I'm usually the guy calling him with computer questions. One could actually go as far as to call Eric a geek. Hence the Ben and Joe Durbin bestowed moniker for Eric, edpx@dork.com. This isn't an insult whatsoever. It just means that Eric knows a lot about computers. Within 1 month of the Payets purchasing their first family computer, Eric had pretty much learned everything there was to know about it. Starving for more intellectual stimulation, he turned to self-taught technology lessons in our basement. Sometimes his learning sessions occurred at times that were less than convenient for the rest of the family. Like the time that I was home from college one weekend and I had a term paper due the following Monday. Sunday midday, I go downstairs to the computer room and find Eric sitting on the floor of the basement with the computer torn apart. So I've got a paper due the next day. I start freaking out, asking him what the situation is, and he tells me that he's reformatting the hard drive. So at the time, I had no idea what that even meant. The next day, Monday, the day my paper was due, I figured out that it basically meant there's no way in hell you're using this computer to write your paper tonight. Eric is one of the most mischievous people I know. I saw this daily when we were kids, and I still see this on a regular basis. One of my favorite stories depicting his orneriness occurred when we were in high school. Eric and I, along with a group of friends, began playing a card game called Magic. It's basically like playing Dungeons & Dragons with cards. We had a regular group of about 6 of us that spent a lot of weekend nights staying up late in the basement playing this card game. Starting out, it was all in good fun until one of our friends who had a serious gambling addiction decided that it would be a good idea that we start betting cards on the outcome of the game. So cards were won and cards were lost, and tempers flared, and eventually we just gave up on the game because it was no longer fun. A couple of years after that, Eric confided in me that the whole time we were playing, he had been stacking his deck to his advantage and probably winning quite a few of these games that he shouldn't have been winning. So it was a couple years down the line. It didn't really matter at that point. If we would have caught him at the time, we all would have been furious. But more importantly, why didn't I think of doing that? Although E is still the same lovable guy he's always been, I've seen him grow and mature a lot over the past couple of years. And I've seen his relationship with Amber grow and mature. They care about each other deeply, and they've been through a lot together, and this is especially true of the past couple of years, with the diagnosis of Owen's condition and with his surgery. So their relationship has been tested frequently, and through the hard times, they've always been there for each other. They've always been each other's support system. Amber, I know you'll be a great wife to my brother, and you're the most caring son a mother could ask for. There's never a question of who comes first in your family. Owen does. I've seen how you miss your boy when you're away from him, and you miss him terribly, and you can't wait to get back to him. I fast forward about 4 years from now, picturing Amber chasing after Owen's school bus on the first day of school. So, Eric and Amber, I congratulate you, and I wish you all the best that life has to offer. And I'd like everyone here to help me in celebrating your marriage, the marriage of my best friend, who also happens to be my brother, and his lovely new wife. Please raise your glasses with me for a toast to Eric and Amber.
Yeah.